I just wanted to come on here for about 5 minutes. My sleeping schedule's all fucked up. It's because of all this medicine I'm taking. It's making me just sleepy all the time. But I'll work through it after a while. That'll go away. I was remembering a few things. First, I want to get this out of the way. Oda, you're a weirdo, Oda. I remember too back because I hadn't really thought about you until you did that. And after you tried to suicide troll me yesterday with shit on my phone, which is just fucking so stupid at this point. Um, I remember that video, and yes, I did post a video in response to you because I was the one. Lindy had talked shit on you, but I had actually posted videos about you. So when you were doing your Adderall counting and your calendar thing where you had taped Adderall, it looked like just someone had been up for like 3 days on meth, making some crazy ass like calendar with Adderall taped to it. It was bizarre, Oda. It was bizarre. I went a little bit overboard with the jaw clenching, but no, it was odd. It was not someone that was of a sane mind or someone that wasn't loaded on pills. It was odd. But I had remembered all the medications you were on and the documented mental illnesses you had suffered through your SSI application that you'd filed with the federal government. And I also remember seeing where you were served for stalking a man. Stalking. You were the one that was served. That was in 2006, I believe. So yeah, good luck with that suicide trolling, Oda. Go pop a pill. Evidently, there's many of them for you to take. And I'm gonna post Oda tomorrow. I've got all these iPhones. I found the iPhone I was looking for. I had it put away in a special place. It's right here. That one's got over 1,000 screenshots in my hidden folder of all these coincidences. And let me tell you what, there ain't that many coincidences in the world, or I'd have won the Powerball 10 times over. So we're going to go through all those back when Bridget was trolling me about my mom getting the Colagar. All of it. I got them all. All of them. And I remember this too. Let me tell you this. Back towards the end when Alex was suicide trolling me, he was like, because I would get so jealous and I was all, wackadoo. And I was like, oh, how many times have you talked to Corey? How many times you talked to Bridget on the phone or in private? He's like, only 4 hours. We had a one-time call with only 4 hours. And then this one time, I think he was coked up because he had those sniffles, like I was mentioning before, how he would get those sniffles. When he had smoked weed, he didn't have those sniffles. But other times he would have those sniffles, especially towards the end. That coke kind of always sniffling sound. Especially if you already have a little bit of allergy issues on top of doing coke. It was always very prevalent. Anybody that listened to him, you could hear that. Anyway, so he stayed on a live with me for 4 hours. 4 hours long live of me sitting there on my iPad in silence while he's talking for 4 hours. So let me tell you about someone was on something. Anyway, so he was Calico Kitty. Are you in here? Calico Kitty, why don't you go out there and cry? Come on, baby, go. Are you going to come in here or are you going to stay here? Do you want out there or are you going to stay in here? Make up your mind. You going to stay in here with me? Okay, then. Anyway, he stayed on the thing for 4 hours, right? And he was talking about all kind of stuff and about, now I look back and I see how much he was trolling me and it's really sick, but he was trying to make me think, look, JL, I love you just as much as I loved Corey or I love Bridget or whatever, right? So it was a fucked up thing to do. That's sick, Alex. That's sick. And like I said before, I hope no one ever does that to your girls. But this is another thing I wanted to bring up that connects the ship to this. is I remember when Bridget was suicide trolling. Remember poo poo pee pee, poo poo pee pee? Remember that, Bridget? Well, Alex had told me because I was getting, I was off my medication. I was infatuated with him. I was on this I was just psycho, and I was like, because I was so jealous of Bridget, right? Oh, Calico Kitty, I can't hear that and think at the same time. hmm Um, I got to get her fixed, and I got to do it this coming week. But I think I have to wait till she's out of heat to do it. But it feels like she's been in heat for like 2 weeks. I can't take it. I think she's like broke on heat or something. So I'm gonna have to take care of it because I can't take it no more. If you don't do it like 24/7, she goes through stages through the day, and then she'll sleep, and then she'll be normal, and then she starts all that. So I don't know if she's like slowly coming out of it, but whatever. Anyway, and there was that one guy. I said, "Well, how long's the longest you'd never talked to Bridget?" And then they were, that was way close to the end before the fart stream. And there's that other chubby, goofy white guy that's part of the ship. He's like part of the ship adjacent. I can't remember what his name is, but if you know the ship, you know who I'm talking about. And he has his little streams on his little channel, whatever. I can't remember his name to save my life. Anyway, well, he's like, yeah, this one night, it was December 10th of 20, whatever. And he's like, Bridget had said, because I guess Alex was over there around Miss Fucking Wonderful or whatever. And Pirate had got pissed because of the mom thing or whatever. Pirate didn't like them, or it was something like that. Something that Pirate, and then Bridget had like admonished him, like on that chubby white guy stream. That I think Bacon, something with Bacon he does. I don't know. I can't remember his name. Anyway, so Bridget was, because I went back and listened to that stream, and Bridget like admonished him, you shouldn't, well, he flung his phone on the ground that night and broke it. Because it was like he was, she embarrassed him, she like kind of humiliated them in front of everybody, and that like burned his biscuits. So he flung that phone on the ground and broke it. Well, he didn't talk. I said, well, how long? He didn't talk to them for like 4 days. Like he was MIA, right? Because he broke his phone. And, Pirate had got a hold of Bridget and said, you talked to Stewie, da 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 da. Anyway, so he was all trolling me like that. And then towards the end, too, he was like, Bridget would go on her beauty channel. Sometimes over there, and do the poor pitiful me and look, I'm such a strong woman. I'm gonna put on, that covert narcissist bullshit that maybe some 35-year-old man falls for. Um, anyway, and she had like set her time to start at like 4:20 and so shit like that, suicide trolling me. Like I told you that one time that Alex, I was like, I'm just gonna kill myself. I want to kill myself. And the next day, Bridget like made this video. She's like, and if you ever have suicidal thoughts, or you just need to blah 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 blah. Anyway, it was fucking sick what they did to me. It was sick, and I'm gonna expose it. But so anyway, all that shit too. So that's why, like that guy, it's the ship of the ship. And now Corey's over there saying, I don't think it's Angelo. Back before, Corey was like, had posted, like, I think she had like pinned a tweet from Angelo or about Angelo or something about clicking a link or something. Anyway, because Corey's friends with Whitty. And so, Corey was suicide trolling me the whole time too. And Brenda, that one girl that don't like you, and I can't remember her name offhand, and I don't know for a fact that's who left that comment, but someone left that comment back like a year or two ago with your name and address up there at your apartment up there in Canada, girlfriend. So are you like now all like tight with the ship, Corey? What's up with that? Why are you telling me it ain't Angelo when you wanted me to think it was Angelo? Why did everybody vote it was Angelo? Hmm? But anyway, so I'm gonna go. So fuck you, Oda, Ronnie, whatever. I made that. That was like, I think I posted. Yeah, I posted your thing over there. But in that guy, I remember you come up with some excuse why he served you with a restraining order, but it was granted. So evidently, a judge thought there was something a little cuckoo about you, ma'am. So you have a nice life, Oda. Goodbye. And you're friends of Hazel, right? So was Hazel suicide trolling me once again too, Oda? And I was nice. I was very nice to both of you after what you had already done to me back in 2022. And I was still a decent enough human being to like say, hey, I don't want to talk to you, but, good luck with life, no hard feelings. And then you come back for more. Oda, how much did, who sent you over here to do that? Huh? Who, Oda? So you said you're working in corrections now, Oda, or what? I have a feeling that's probably, I just can't picture you really working. That's a lot of medication to be on to hold a job. Did you ever refile your disability, Oda? I haven't checked. I was just looking through the old shit. I'll run that through tomorrow and see. Oda, and you like, oh, I won't just do anything for $1. Do you remember when you were selling pictures of your feet on Instagram, Oda? That's doing anything for $1. That's doing anything for $1. If you're over there trying to hawk your big old burly feet over there on Instagram that no one probably bought. If they did, then that's someone probably like fucking, what's that man's name that Holly uses? I can't remember his name. I think I have early onset HIV dementia. God, what is that guy's name that Holly has scammed all those tens of thousands of dollars out from all those years while she's on disability herself and doesn't claim all that money that, what's his name? Oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue. Not Nate, not, what's that one that Elvis used for a while and then Mark used for a while and then Holly latched onto like she just latched her claws into him because of that money. I remember Holly used to be, what, a sugar baby or something? Can you imagine? Whew. Oh, she must have had to offer a discount there. What is his name? Oh my God, it's going to kill me. That's how much I blocked so much of that out because it was very traumatizing to know that my fugitive friend that catfished me for all those years is Jackie when her name was really Lindy. It's a lot of trauma. It fucked my head up forever, 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 forever. What is his name? Oh my God. It's gonna drive me crazy. It's right there on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, we all know who I'm talking about. That guy that Holly's took, and I think he even paid for those magnetic dentures she got. Mm, and Holly was always good friends with JT. That's how I know that part's connected too. But for some reason, it really like, for some reason, Corey coming over saying that, oh, I don't think it was Angelo is just really like, that's a sign, that's a tell. Because I remember that one time Alex had said, leave that girl in Boston alone, and it wasn't JT. And I'm like, that means you're still talking to that girl in Boston, and it was JT. Oh my God. Anyway, well, I'm going to try to watch Black Mirror on Netflix. Maybe my hackers already know. But tomorrow I'm going to go live. And I haven't looked at my ex-boyfriends. I haven't looked at any. I'm just trying to chill out and get my mind right. I need to get my sleeping schedule right because Monday I'm going to start planning that trip. Go ahead and reserve that car. Do all that. So I got to get my sleeping schedule right. This medicine just been, but I have to go get my labs done Monday morning to get my testosterone tested because I'm sure I need testosterone at my age. And I just feel like I'm like low energy. So once I get that, I think with all this medicine, I should be right as rain. Should feel like a 21-year-old. But yeah, I might look at my ex-boyfriend's page, in another 3 or 4 months. I just really don't ever think about him much, and especially not in a good way. I don't care. And now that I'm telling you, it like actually made me, I know y'all think I'm being like sarcastic or mean or something, but it like literally made me sad that he like had a catch up. I was like, wow, like you stood for something there, dude. You were like so anti that, and I like gave you props for that, like always. And like, and then you like, who talked you into that? Like Bridget's like, oh, just do it, who did that? She had her little sugar mama there, Sammy Bumblebee over there funneling money to her all the time, right? Well, good luck with that, dude. I hope everybody gives you lots of free money because you deserve it because you're a good guy. You're an awesome guy. You are an awesome little guy. You sure are. And I can't wait to get your name and know where you live, and I'm going to know forever, just like with that fugitive. So keep begging, beggar. Another thing I've never done on here, never went real life on nobody and never fucking begged. And guess what? All these years later, after all this 2.5 years, guess what? Lindy did everything she claimed she was against, and fucking so did little Alex. Two pieces of shit. The two most biggest mistakes of my entire life. But I'm also the biggest mistake of their entire life. Forever and always. So I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to watch Netflix. And then I will go through 1,000, I don't care if it takes 6 hours, 1,000 screenshots and show coincidence after coincidence after coincidence after coincidence. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope this finds you in good health. Unless you're already dead, then sorry. Sorry about that. So y'all have a great night, and I will be back tomorrow with my explosive evidence live stream. We are going to prove what was done to me because Barbie wanted to call me a liar. She wasn't over there on Brian K's with an altered picture of my face as a girl while Brian K said free AIDS at the on the subject of the video. No, that wasn't. That was me. I was just confused. I was just crazy. I imagined that, and I imagined that screenshot that's on my iPad. Yeah, okay, Barbie. You have a good night too. Are you still sober? Hopefully not. Go drink a liter of vodka, Barbie, and have a good Saturday night. Bye, y'all.